I come from Mexico. I'm studying my master on applied mathematics here. I work full-time on Microsoft. My family had a taco stand, like in one of the flight markets of Mexico City. And I actually right now I feel like I lost how to dream because I never imagined to be here, like in the University of Washington. Like last week, they just announced like the Nobel Prize, and it was a chemistry professor here, and it was like, how did I came here? Like because in while I was studying in Mexico, like my dad had cancer when I was really young, so I started working more in the taco stand, and then like I was like, okay, I need to study something, you know? And then I decided to study like computer systems, and I got really good at programming. I think it was this passion that it feels like magic. Like you grab a computer and they don't know anything. Like you just tell them what to do with some words, and then they can like make picture. And right now, like it's really difficult to imagine like how was before. Like a lot of the things that we have right now. Like I grew up when you have to go to coffee internets to connect, and then like if you try to connect in your house, it was like these noises, and now it's like you have a cell phone. Like you have a lot of power. And how the image, like all the mathematics behind that, I love that part. Like, and I started to learn like how much content there was in the internet, and I studied by myself, and I started to prepare more. So that was really helpful for me. Like the internet, the technology, all the opportunities that they bring, is just quite amazing, I think. So that's one a bit of my background. One of the things I will say is like just to find your balance. That is okay. Sometimes it's going to feel really difficult because a lot of the time, like you don't realize how much it changed from home, from where you grew up, to a lot of the stories with people around you. Like a lot of people like studying university here at the U.S. It's kind of like something they always imagine, and it was always some. It's like a step for them. Another time when you're first generation, it's a step that has a lot of story behind you. Like a lot of the time it's just like the expectation of your family, the expectation that you have about yourself, and you need to be patient with yourself. Like there are going to be things that you are going to struggle, that for other people are going to be really easy, but it's because there are some opportunities that you didn't have that you are going to start having now. You're going to start having contact with a lot of different people. Like the diversity you find in college is amazing, but at the same time sometimes it's overwhelming because it's like, why can I not be as functional as everyone else? But sometimes it's just like, no, it's just that you have a different background, and there are going to be really interesting things that you can come up because of that. Like the ideas you can have, the perspective you can bring to the college, to the people around you, because you have this background about being first generation, about the struggle that you might have experienced, and how to communicate with your family, because school is something that seems really easy. Like when you are doing it, it's like, oh man, it just feels like another activity, and you don't realize like how impressive it is to be in college and to be studying, and the amount of knowledge that you are gathering. And sometimes it's just really difficult to communicate that to your family, because even when they know that school is going to be difficult, they don't know like the personal struggle. Like you are going to experience a lot of things. Like maybe you find someone you like, maybe you struggle with one teacher, you don't know how to communicate stuff. You have to navigate being a student and being a person and being a first generation, and all of that can be overwhelming. So just find a balance. You are going to lose it sometimes, but it's okay. Like go, like search for people that help you in your journey, and sometimes it's okay to ask for help. And I think that's one of the things that really, as a first generation, like you are, if you start studying like a lot of stuff, like there was a point in your life when family was almost, it was more as a support than to help you with your studies. And now you can ask for help. Like there is people here that are going to be able to help you, but you need to learn how to ask for help, and that's difficult. But it's important that you learn it. When I started like in college back in Mexico, I had this teacher. He was amazing. Like he was about discrete mathematics, and it was the first time that he explained you can prove everything. It was like really really beautiful how, and you could ask questions and the teacher was okay asking questions and responding, and that was amazing. And also like the people you find around you, like they have really similar interests, and then like you start like finding people that are you like, hey, maybe we can do this. Like I was part of the math club and the computer like competitive programming, and then like you start finding people that enjoy that part and you can be yourself, or those parts that you limit you can find them, and then they started to tell you like, oh, we can try this. Like part of the things that because I'm in Microsoft, because of the computer programming like club, like we start to go to contests, we start to doing stuff like around that part, and then without realizing you start like having like new opportunities. Like you meet people that introduce you to other people and to tell you like, hey, I want to do an internship, maybe I can introduce you, maybe I can recommend you because I know you are that good. And having people that trust you, like when you are experienced so many new things and you go to a club and they start to tell you like, oh, you're really good, because they are not family. It's like some of the part that is really interesting because you start to show them part of yourself, and then I start to believe in those parts that you show, and the support is really amazing. And then when I was about to finish my degree, I needed to make my thesis, and I wanted to do something with economics, so I searched for for a director for my thesis on the School of Economics in Mexico, and she was really helpful. And she was like, oh, if you want to try to study your master, you should do it. And that was really interesting, just to try to study something new, because I feel like a lot of times you try to do things just because you need to do them, and you stop like doing things you like. I think that's also like another adulthood. Like you start like having priorities a lot of times, and then it's like, oh, but where is the space for yourself? Like you need to find that balance. And if you go to clubs, if you go to activities that the school provide, you can start having connection with other people that are going to help you, and maybe they can bring you opportunities. So that's something that I would really recommend, just to find activities or clubs around the school. When I did my internship at Microsoft, like I had to stay like in the dormitories of the university, and then I went to look around campus, and it was like the first time that like the university is really beautiful. Like it's inside of the city, like you can walk by like the buildings, the story behind the people that have gone through this, and the support they have, like all the things they have. You go like, oh my god, I never imagined something like this, and I was like, I would like to study here. Like it's something really like, yeah, like it would be really good. Like also, not only for me, because I also like, I think, and that's one of the things that I want to share here. Like sometimes you can bring opportunity to people like you, and that have the same background, and it's like, but for that you need to show them like, okay, it is possible. It's going to be like a lot of work, but you can do it. And then I go like, okay, if I go to Europe and then I go back to Mexico and I start talking like, hey, you can do it. Like there is all of these opportunities, because you start to realize a lot of things, like there are scholarships and things like that. And then I think like Europe, like it was amazing, like the vibe of the buildings, how the teacher that I have heard stories like people at Microsoft that have studied here, and they have so many amazing stories, how they connect with other people, and how they still keep in contact, and how everyone can go to different parts of the world, and then like you have connection around everyone. It just feels really nice, and I was like, oh, I would like to have that experience. And then like with the Lovers Lorraine, and they have shown that I think it's not the first one, that they have been a lot here, and it's just like, sometimes it's difficult to believe that I was accepted to study here, but I think that's, yeah, I'm glad that I'm here. Part of that is the proud to be able to show that, like, okay, I was able to do it, because a lot of time, even when your family believe in you, like sometimes the system is not always placed there so that you succeed, or that you try to trick, or try to show other people around you like, hey, this is possible. And I think that part is really proud. I think also another part is like, sometimes sometimes I will wish it will be easier. Like I will have like more. I will know a lot more. Like, hey, you can ask for help. Hey, you can. It's okay. Like sometimes you are going to fail in some of the things that you are going to try, but that not represent everything that you are. Like you are also a person, not only the expectation that you have. But I think that's also good because nobody in my family knew that, because nobody had a study, and now I can share with them. And then like with new generations that are coming like in the family, it's easier to tell them like, hey, not. And I have noticed that like a lot of the time, like my younger relatives, like they are starting to study like college, and their parents is like, oh, but it's so easy to be a student, and it's like, no, it's not that easy. It's going to be challenging, and you need to find that balance, and it's going to be hard. But if you like, I'm glad that I'm able to be that voice to tell them like it's going to be okay. Like you are going to struggle, and that is going to be really personal. Like there are like I will wish to make it easier, but I can just give you recommendation. I can give you encouragement. I can be there for you. But a lot of time you will need to hit walls and really think like, okay, maybe I need to try new stuff or this part. So I think that part, like the creativity that you come up to after being a first generation student, is also something really great, because it's a background that doesn't seem that important at the beginning, but then like you start to realize like, oh, actually it was really hard because I didn't have that support system, and now you can become that support system for people around you. It's okay to dream, like that part. Like it's okay to be curious. It's okay to try. Like a lot of time, I had a lot of people that tell me like, oh, I wish I would go to the US to study or to work there. I like, okay, what have you tried? And I like, oh, it's so difficult. And I like, you have to try. Like a lot of time, just trying, just applying for stuff, just going there one time. Like you don't have, just try once and see how it goes. And I think that's the more important part, because I wasn't that good when I started like programming, but then I just start trying. I just start like going to clubs, and then it was like, oh man, this is really difficult. But sometimes like, oh well, I have free time, maybe I can do this. And then it like someone told me like, hey, maybe you can apply to study, like to go to an internship. And I was like, but I don't know English. Just try and see like if they're interested. And I apply, and then Facebook reached to me, and I go like, I didn't know English, so I go like, okay, I need to study. And then like you start like having this time when you start trying, you start to realize what things you need to do in order to achieve those things. And there are things like a lot of times when you're first generation, people don't know them because nobody has that experience in your family. So you have to start try a lot of stuff and see how it feels with you, and how and the steps that you might need to continue to do to achieve that. Because a lot of times it's just like you're going to try and you're going to find out that you lack something, and instead of saying like, oh, I don't have that, it's like, okay, maybe how I can achieve that, or maybe is there an option, an alternative for me. So I think just try and see how it goes. That's the only thing I would like to say.